this game. So e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. Now we have Italian opening. So black played knight c5, that is one of the book moves. Another is knight f6, so far so good. d3, white is supporting e4 and opening up this diagonal for dark square bishop, it's good. Knight f6, bishop g5, white is pinning the f6 knight. h6, and black castle, knight c3. Very clearly, white has an intention to move knight to d5 afterwards, because that's the way we can add pressure on the pinned f6 knight. So I think the best strategy to defend this pinning is bishop back to e7, so we can unpin the knight, and if knight moves to d5, we can take the knight without being worried about our queen. So in this game, black played d6. I would say this is not accurate, because it blocks the bishop back to e7, and once white moves knight to d5, the f6 knight is a little bit problematic, and that's what white did. That's a good move. So I think the only move is g5. So usually I don't recommend g5 as the first choice to solve the pin, because it exposed our king side. But this is what black has to do at this stage, and black didn't do that. And after the trade, so white is better. White had made like double pawn at the king side, and also the g file is open, the black king is exposed, and the h6 pawn is also a weakness. It's isolated, and also the f5 could be a very good outpost for the f3 knight. And let's see how white should utilize this weakness. So castle, move the king to a safe place. Bishop g4 and c3. So white prepare for control the center. That's good. Queen a4. Well, to be honest, I don't think queen a4 is necessary, because the a5 knight is going to exchange with the bishop. So yeah, so black can just take the bishop. So what I will move is bishop to b5, and if I kick my bishop, I move to a4 and then back to c2. I think it's good to save the light square bishop, because white have like two diagonals potentially where we can attack the black king. And on the other hand, the knight at a5 is a little bit useless if it cannot trade with the bishop. So trade. Okay, so black also exchanged with the knight, and also making the same pawn structure at the king side. b6, aiming at f2, trading queens. Now the game turned into end game. So yeah, okay. So yeah, I think bishop g7 is better. We can save one pawn. That's important in the end game. Okay, so white made two good moves to okay, the d6 is not hanging, but maybe we can move bishop e7 to win the d6 pawn. King e2, rook g2, being active, attacking f2. But now we'll lose d6, yes, and take another pawn. b7, yes. Okay. This move is okay, because if you take my bishop, I can take a b8. Rook f2. So now white has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pawns, but black only have 3. So white is way better. And only one concern for white is, once the f2 pawn is captured, can we stop because black is going to check us and repeat the position probably to get a draw. So how can we prevent the game turning to a draw? That's the topic, a theme for white. Let's see how we can solve that. Well, I think the best move is king to d3. If you take my pawn, I can play c5. So I can create a path. I can create an escape path for my king. If you take king c4, even though I lost 2 pawns, they are double pawns, and I still have like 3 more pawns than our opponent, and our king is safe. If we move rook to e3, I can take this pawn, So my king is very safe under the cover from my pawns. If you go here, and I can take that, you take, and king c4. And if you check my king, I can move my king to b5 or d5. So the king is safe because we have the shelter of our pawns. But in this game, let's see. So we want to capture the c6. Well, it's a bit problem because, okay, so black actually can mate in 3. But black doesn't find this at the first play. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, that's a problem. So how can we solve this problem? Maybe not. It's super hard. f4, can we do that? Take. Yeah, black can still mate. Yeah, that's a problem. So I think white is losing. If you sacrifice the rook, yeah, offering a rook trade, maybe we can save the queen, save the king. But we don't have a rook, so that's a problem. And black can definitely win by winning all the pawns. Okay, so that's a bit unfortunate for white. Yes, that's a checkmate. And that's it.